Lately I've been taking a toner and applying it on a cotton pad and leaving it on my face for a few minutes to keep my skin hydrated. I know a lot of people have been doing this trick, but I recently started doing it because I had a damaged skin barrier not too long ago, which I'll talk about later, and my skin just needs as much hydration as it can get. Also, this is just a simple life hack. If you don't have toner pads, you could just get a cotton pad and your favorite toner that you like using and put it on your face, just like this. I find when I do this, my base makeup just applies much better and smoothly. I'm gonna remove the top half and do my brows first. I recently started doing my brows, so if it's not good, please don't judge me. I'm gonna go in with a gel and shape my brows first before I go in with a pencil. Now I'm just gonna take a brow pencil and elongate the tail ends. I trimmed them just a bit so I can give the appearance of a longer brow and give more of a lifted look. You see how much of a difference that makes? Very quickly, I'm going to color correct certain parts of my face. The key to color correcting is not applying too much, because the more you apply, the more foundation or concealer you have to apply afterwards. Every time I color correct, I feel like a painter painting their face, which technically is what makeup is doing, or what you do with makeup. Now I'm just going to take my fingers and blend it. Remember when you're dealing with under the eye to dab very lightly. Since we're going for a dewy look, I want to make sure my skin looks as hydrated as possible, so I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Concealer. I've been loving this concealer, especially under my eyes, because it doesn't dry my eyes out or makes creases throughout the day. I also like applying my concealer like this around my lips just to make it look more lifted. I'm gonna go in with my big beauty blender. I didn't realize how big this was, so I was at the store and I saw this pink beauty blender and I was like, oh, that's so pretty. I want it because it's pink. And obviously I forgot that you wet your beauty blender and it expands, and it's kind of like half the size of my head. But I do like it because it makes blending much more easier. Going back to my skin, I still have hyperpigmentation around my face from when my skin was damaged. And it was a really difficult time for me. Mentally, I was already feeling very insecure about myself before my skin barrier was damaged, and that only amplified it even more. And I could barely look at myself in the mirror because I felt ugly physically and mentally, which is why I haven't filmed a makeup video in a while, or anything really. I'm gonna lightly set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder and just lightly powder around my T-zone, anywhere that creases or gets oily. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I was stuck in a negative headspace. I didn't want to open social media because I knew I would compare myself to other women, and it just felt like I was lacking in some way. So I took a break, went outside more, and I'm still taking it day by day. Going outside more really did help me because I got to see real people with real faces, with raw emotions. I was able to appreciate one's beauty without needing to compare myself. I like to picture others as flowers, and all flowers are different yet beautiful. And as cheesy as that sounds, I always sound so cheesy when I give my words of wisdom, but it's true. It's really true. I'm sure you've all heard of this metaphor, like how a sunset and an ocean, they're both completely different but beautiful. I really like to think that, or I just finished watching the trailer for Bridgerton season 3, like how they compared a diamond and an emerald, which is like, diamond was like, I think they're talking about the Bridgertons, and the emerald is like Penelope, and like there's different types of beauty. I'm so excited for season 3. Okay, maybe my interpretation might be wrong, but that's how I at least interpreted it for myself. So what I was feeling, and I still feel every now and then, was just me being too chronically online, and it happens to the best of us. I think the best thing that we can do for ourselves is just to be self-aware. If you have to block some people because they make you insecure, I don't see the issue with that, but also realize that everyone's beauty is different, and also especially online, a lot of things are edited, a lot of things have filters on. Like I myself have a filter on my camera, and you know, not everything is the way it seems. We don't see the behind the scenes process of things. I could dive deeper into this topic of our societal beauty standards, but I think I'll just leave that. for another day. Lately, I've been using this palette from DEWY. It's their number 24 Kneaded Nuts, and I just love all the colors in this palette. We're just going to keep the eyeshadow very simple since I want to focus more on the blush later. We're going to add a little bit more depth using a brown eyeshadow and a little bit on the inner corners. We're going to bring any excess underneath, just a little bit. Now I'm going to use this palette from Clio. I really love this color right here. It's a good brown reddish tone, and I'm going to use that as my XOXO. Again, super simple, but it gave more depth to our eyes. I just did my lashes off camera using these lashes I bought off of YesStyle. I really like them for its wispy look, and you can still see the individual lashes peeking through. For blush, I'm going to use these blush sticks from ColourPop. I kind of want to create a gradient using these two shades. As I'm blending, I'm pushing the blush towards my cheeks and close to my eye area. I also added it around my nose to create a little bit of a contour, I guess. That actually worked. The thing with blush is it could look really nice on camera, but the moment I step out, I look like a clown. This blush is a bit on the warm side, so I think it could pull off almost like a contour. I really like using blush as a way to contour my face, and I really like how it looks around my nose. Now we're going to go in with the more pinkish tone. This is what I mean. If you're not too careful, you might look like a clown. That's what blending is for. This is so pretty, wow. I'm already loving how this is turning out. I think I just found my new go-to blush routine. I'm just gonna line my lips using this lip liner from ColourPop. Honestly, sometimes I just put on lip liner, a little bit of lip gloss, and just leave it as is. I'm just gonna finish it off with a little bit of lip tint. This look is coming together and I'm so happy that it is. Okay, I'm surprised that it looks really good. And that concludes the finished makeup look. I love looking like this. I don't know why it seems so nice to look like this. And that's it for the makeup tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. Just kidding.